Candace is going to come forward and be like,
it's instant.
Wait, and then waves her hand.
No, but it's
haha, your damage is gone.
It's quick. We may see it. They got this dispel, they got the hex, they got the count. EG's up to some big brain stuff here.
Okay. And then what stops the next enchant totem that comes up, you know, 2 seconds later?
The Morphling dies.
Oh.
Which no one has ever said in this patch. But we'll see. We'll see. Can EG do it? Have they got the answers that many other teams have failed to come up with?
That's a true question. Game 2, EG, Aster.
Yeah.
Can Aster tie this up? Make it go to a Game 3. See who really is going to, you know, that one BO1 at that point, that play into the upper bracket. But this game, it will be 2 top from the Radiant, 3 bottom. I'm curious, this Razor. So it is going to be Razor middle versus Invoker. Seems like that shouldn't be too bad for Invoker, not one of like the better matchups. I don't know. And he does go Quas first. I like it. The first time today we've actually seen it.
Yeah, he has to go the Quas or Quas Wex build.
Yeah, I think it's extremely good versus Morphling, especially early to mid game.
Which just means Razor's going to abuse the hell out of him now.
He should,
right?
Yeah. You should get a lot of denies. You should be able to dominate this lane. Yeah.
You're low damage, and then, by the way, why does Ring of Bacillus give damage?
Give 8 damage? No one will know, my friend.
Why?
I mean, you put on a ring, maybe it just makes you feel tougher, you know, boosts your confidence.
So there's this item, right?
Yes.
You combine mana regen with armor. And it gives you an AoE armor aura. Okay, sure, that makes sense.
Did I hear
AoE mana aura. Okay, sure, makes sense. And damage. Wait, what? Where does the damage come from?
It's just, you know, it's just trying to make the most out of its lifetime before it inevitably gets removed from the game, like Aquila did.
Right,
you know?
Aquila.
Aquila's gone. It's like
one ring
buff,
down,
and then bam, Basilius out of the game as well.
Father, no.
All right, this middle lane. Yep, nice block there from the Razor middle. Hobbit on this Invoker. Gonna struggle a little bit. Does get the range. Creep to 9. Yep, instant.
Oh, crits dead at top, I believe.
He's trying to fly, but there are 3 heroes. Fairy fires even. Morphling wants the last hit with Adaptive Strike, but Fate will take it. Yeah, there's going to be Fate instantly teaming bottom after that. Just get that first blood and get out. Seems to be pretty common now.
Also, the 5s playing in the off lane, and then 4s playing in the safe lane based off what the matchup is.
We've seen a lot more of that, especially this tournament.
Yeah. I think Aster did that last game with Bobaca playing in the safe lane.
There's the spin bottom, a slow there as well. Fade, he's just going to go down. Arteez even waits for that Enchantress attack. He's like, that will be my kill. All right. Quick 1-for-1 trade there. EG with a small gold lead now.
I guess Arteez is going to have a pretty good time down it.
Chuan choosing to go for the deny over the last hit.
Thoughts on that, Cap?
You know, it says a lot about the personality of a player, that situation.
I love denies. I'm with him.
I mean, off lane, I'm always going to go for the denies because my job is about screwing over the enemy carry more than my own farm, right? But most mid laners
are greedy.
They're greedy, and they're about the, you know?
Ooh, another spin bottom. He will be able to TP out, but all the way back to base for XXS. That hurts.
With no boots yet. He doesn't have the gold for boots, so it's the long walk.
And yeah, they do. They get that kill top as well. This is no skewer, by the way, on Magnus. That is a 1-1-0 build, and they get a kill.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, because he's mostly going to be focused on the CS game. You get the early empower to try and match up against the Morphling's insane base damage when he goes full agility.
Fly, he gets to choose between the troll and the centaur, and he'll take the troll.
The cleave damage is also effective against Morphling, right? Because just any little bits of damage while he's full agility feel really nice.
Will hurt. And Fly is kind of moving into this middle lane with this net.
Swamp.
Oh. It's a short tornado there, yeah.
Little baby tornado there. It's a little cute tornado.
Well,
just a ditty one.
It's like one of those little dust devils, you know?
Toss
It's
it
not
out.
a real tornado.
I thought this lane, did you think it was going to go better for Razor Cap? It sounded like, I mean, right now it's pretty much dead even.
Yeah, I think-
5 versus 11-6.
Pretty sure it's supposed to go better for Razor.
Maybe. Abed. I've been watching a little bit, doing some tricks, obviously. Still just tornadoes for range creeps, never gets one denied.
Oh.
Top lane, crit. Taking some damage, but Ramses will just say hello to him. Big body in the way.
I've seen Twan miss a lot of CS
Uh-oh.
unnecessarily.
Top lane again. Ramses now the one in trouble, but crit blows him up with the Ether Shock.
Yeah, both these side lanes are getting handled very nicely by EG.
You see the Juggernaut 19-10 at the top
Yeah.
of the last hit deny board. And here comes the Centaurs coming in bottom. Gets to stomp up.
Nice success. Getting blocked off a little bit as well, but RTZ cannot proceed. Don't want to tank the tower too much.
Like it, no reason to be greedy. That's how you lose your RD1 lane. You dive a tower and you die. No need for that.
Earthshaker is supposed to do pretty well against Juggernaut too as a core, because you can man fight him with the enchant totem like so many times. But Fly is having such a big impact in the lane.
And look at this. He has a spin up in 3. Doesn't look like he can dive the tower quite yet. But next time,
Next time.
he'll be ready.
Bounty rune time, and it looks like EG setting up for the 3.
There. Fade. He's going uphill. Oh, the stun will be there. And yep, Fade will steal it. I like it. Nice teamwork bottom. Oh, but Fly is going to be able to actually steal the other one. Just runs past him. And a 2K lead. A very slow. This is much different than last game. There's a lot of kills early, and right now it's just 3-1. I guess it is only 5 minutes in, but it's a 2K lead for
Right,
EG. A
it's,
very solid lead.
That's big numbers early on.
Tips actually coming out from Ramses. He must be handling him up there. Pretty even actually. Mag versus Morph. But a rotation middle from both here. It's gonna be Fly and Crit actually going middle. Yo, what up, Razor? We're gonna hold you in place, and well, we're just gonna get a pretty free kill here. Tornado will scoop it up. You know, all these rotations just so successful. And we see the problem with this Winter Wyvern. Fly's been rotating with all these creeps. He gets a level 2 Winter Wyvern, can't rotate.
Well, they've got to keep this up. You know, EG there playing incredibly tight, and that's what you got to do against an ES morph. No slip-ups, no mistakes, any sort of, you know, you've got to be pressuring that base ASAP. You've got to close this game down before SCCC gets the chance to get those key items.
All right, Owen, you're the one that's saying it's an automatic good game. What item timing does the Morphling win this game? You've got the Aghanims, the Manta. What else you need?
It's well, no. I mean,
No?
Ags, Manta, Ags, BKB, either
Yeah.
of the two.
Is that
I
all
mean,
you
as
need?
long
You need
as
more?
I'd say as long as SCCC has Ags before they lose a set of racks, they're going to be feeling fine.
Okay.
They're going to be feeling fine. If they start losing racks and EG's able to really speed it up, that's when, you know, it's got to be hats off to EG for beating one of the big old combos in the game.
Ramses needs to be a little bit careful here. Will be fine, just super harassing Morph under the tower.
My biggest concern is I don't usually see Morph lineups lose the laning phase this hard. They'll start losing like the 10 to 25 minute mark, like really hard, and then come back later on when they have the INTERCEPTOR, but this is already a tempo that nice chew by XXS.
They needed that. Just not dying there is what's needed. You're down 2K. You lose your core there.
Yeah.
RTZ is getting some damage on your tower, but you stay alive and you get a little experience. You do end up killing Fly.
Yeah, SCCC, I'm sure he's telling his boys, you know, you guys, you gotta stop feeding. You know,
Yeah,
you gotta
man.
slow it down. Because
I
at
will
the moment,
win
yeah,
this.
they are perfectly playing these lanes.
Still a 2K lead. Middle. Abed has the urn, has the phase boost, can start roaming around really whenever he wants. Gonna get level 7 off this wave.
I don't think you're supposed to go 1-1-3 against Juggernaut, by the way, on Earthshaker. I think you're supposed to go 1-2-2.
Too.
The second level Enchant Totem lets you man fight him a little bit more. And then 1-2-2 is also a build that secures range creep 100 to 0. 1-1-3 doesn't do that.
Oh man, they are TPing a lot of heroes top. It's going to be
Nice.
83. They get the shackle off from SCC.
But the RP, it's the 3-man RP and a runaway, and in fact a bit of a setup because RTZ's here and he's ready to start claiming the kills.
The stomp.
Cold Embrace will not save Baboka, and Fade's in trouble as well as EG. They are staying completely on the ball. Every single move is done.
SCC got caught by Abed in the back lines. He managed to get the tornado into Cold Snap, but fortunately SCC had enough magic wands charges that...
Oh, and bottom. They're now diving that. I love Ramsey's instantly TPs to save this tower. Abed's here as well.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Which one is there? Does find Ramsey on the wraparound, gets a good static link off, but a couple of hits will do it. Now they can turn towards Abed, collapsing in onto the Invoker. Got the Ghost Walk and will be able to run away. No catch or detection out. Aster getting a kill. Get some pressure onto the tower, some space themselves. Obviously up on the top half. EG will continue to finish off that tier 1.
Tier 1 for tier 1. I like it though. They do get Ramses. Almost get a second here. If they got Abed there, that would have been a great trade, but I think they're still happy with this.
RTC's so far ahead and he hasn't even hit Empower time yet. That's just purely off the laning phase. His current 1,000 net worth lead over second place Razor.
Yep. And he's going for the Yasha. So Yasha into Diffusal. We've seen that a little bit. Usually we've been seeing more just drums Diffusal though. A lot of people have been skipping that Yasha early. Not Arteezy though. So if you are Aster at this point, like, where are your rotations? Is it XX? Do you have to wait for the Blink Dagger? Does he just have to move around by himself? Because you have a Winter Wyvern and a Rubik, so your Winter Wyvern's not going to do much. Maybe your Rubik can make something happen, but he's only level 4 currently.
Yeah, I think you need more time. Because Racer also went the maxed out unstable current build, which makes him a pretty proficient jungler.
Yeah.
So just try and protect your towers. They should not be letting mid fall here.
And there will be the glyph, but
really important. Because you need to buy a lot of time for Morphling Shaker, so the longer your mid tower stays alive, the better.
They're all here from EG, literally all 5 of them. 4 here from the Dire.
Trying to go in. You also had the Wyvern come forward, but he instantly got a Hex, so there was no ult, nothing thrown out by Fade. A very awkward attempt to try and make a fight happen around that tower that was already dead.
You know what's
just
weird
a little
about
too
that?
late.
Yo, Bounty. It's worth.
Got it.
You know what's weird about that is they have Rubik, Wyvern, and Razor,
And they can't get the creeps.
and they can't kill the creeps. You need to be there in time, spam your spells, you kill the creep wave, and you could do it from really long distance. You kill the creep wave, then the tower starts hitting the siege wagon, and you don't lose that tower very quickly. And EG in turn, what they would have to do is, well, they don't want to lose their siege wagon, so somebody would tank the tower. And then that gives you an opportunity.
Shit
Maybe somebody
damage
gets a little bit low, you force them back. But they just didn't get set up in time. They just didn't, I don't know, didn't expect EG to show up with their full 5-man or what. But.
And now EG's just going to be farming. This is where they like to be. We always talk about it, just their course. They're always going to be farming. You want it. It obviously leaves them susceptible to these solo pickoffs, but because that middle and top tower are down, there's just really nowhere for Dire to start these fights. It's crazy how much just taking an early middle tower does for you.
I want to see a Slacks, or actually BTS one, a parody with EG of Glengarry, Glen Ross, ABC, ABF, always be farming.
What's that?
It's like Gary Busey or who?
What? That's a classic movie.
Glenn Ross?
Glengarry, Glen Ross.
I've never heard of it.
What?
All right, production, you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Isn't that a type of whiskey?
Yeah, I love Glenn Livett.
All right, I need some other co-casters here. Jesus. Wait, what do you guys want to sit in for
Oh,
Grant?
there's an ulti bottom by the Juggernaut.
But
He gets a solo kill on Razor. Not solo, because it's a 3-on-1, but they get it. Crit goes down, but they get the Razor. Arteezy empowered. He's got another Blade of Alacrity. He's got a Yash. I don't know. They just... You've got this Morphe-S, but you've got an empowered Juggernaut who is not being threatened at all.
No.
One
RTZ's just staying far ahead of the gang, and if they keep these pushes up, EG, they're as I say, they're hitting the timings that is definitely going to be making Aster feeling a little hot under the collar. SCCC is slowly finding the farm, but it is slow. They do need time, and DG is certainly playing in a way where they are showing that they are not willing at all to give Aster that time or place.
Oh, Abed's just being such a jerk. He's not killing people, but he is burning out all their mana. And what he's doing is really killing the effectiveness of these heroes to be able to split push, right? Like these heroes like Wyvern and Rubik who can just like, burst down waves really quickly. That would create space for the Morphling to hit more neutrals. But having this Quaswex Invoker run around the map, it's being very disruptive to that. And EG is actually getting a lot of map control as a result.
He has the Blink Dagger now, so it's Phase Boots, Bracer, Blink, Earthshaker. He is the man with the plan now. He's got to make something happen, whether it's a counter initiate or a full-on initiate. We'll see. Will be the rune up top. Magnus called it wrong. Fly level 7. I mean, besides the Morphling obviously getting his items, what other items you got? The Earthshaker has his item now. What does this Razor need to get? He's going for, is it just like Yule's BKB? And he just has to make space. Razor's not one of those guys who's like, oh, I got this item, let's go own. Big fight though.
Oh,
that's solo pickup, it looks like. Will be a nice one though. It's Abed.
I mean, that was because Abed, he was doing exactly what he was doing. He's just poking at the Morph, burning his mana. This time, they get that revenge, yeah. And do end up giving SCCC a nice little bit of a cash bonus. So Abed, he's got to be a little careful how he pokes like that. Obviously, that has the opposite result to what he was going for.
Now, bounty runes will spawn. Will be 2 for 2. Both just take the 2 on their side of the map. Magnus gets his level 10. And it's a 5k lead, just slowly but surely. Morphling is getting a little farm, but this Juggernaut farming so much quicker with the power. A full Diffusal, Yasha, double Wraith, Phase Boots.
My goodness. I mean, this is what RTZ plus in power equals. This is the farm speed that you can expect to see.
With the level 2 ulti, yeah. I'm pretty sure just most people die unless this Winter Wyvern gets that Cold Embrace off, which is a, pretty good counter. Success. Blinks forward, but it's just the illusions of Juggernaut now. And then SCC, he has to be so annoyed just anywhere he goes. He's just being followed. He never has mana. I just keep looking at him. He has like a clarity and 100 mana. He's just like, please, man. Yeah. Somebody stop.
I mean, you just see, how cautiously he is playing. And sure, his farm, it's taking him time, but he hasn't died. SCCC, for all the pressure that there is, he's not getting caught out entirely. Sure, he's being sort of shoved and pushed around the map and forced into certain areas, but he's making sure he's still out there and he's still slowly getting in the goal. But this is the scary thing. It's 16 minutes in, EG's ready to pressure your base. And as I say, if you start losing racks and you're not quite there as the Morphling, that's when you start to get nervous as Aster.
They got to be in front of these pushes a little bit faster. Like, they need Fade to be able to have Arctic Burn to deal with the healing ward when it's up. They need to be spamming spells as the creep wave comes in. This is, if they lose an early tier 3, then that just kills this game, I think, for Aster. Because then they lose their shrines, and losing your shrines mean you lose all those safe farming areas for the Morphling.
Scary stuff. Panta next for the Juggernaut. Let's see. Let's give our Morphling update. Has a Yasha flying out. So you get that Yasha, you probably... Do you think you go Ags before the Manta, right? Or are you
going
forced
for
to
it?
go Manta?
He might want to. I mean, you mentioned the Manta earlier. I think you might be right because of the Spirit Vessel.
They don't want a team fight, I don't think. I think they needed like more of a pickoff. They needed to put the fear of God into Abed and force him to stop playing so carefree. Okay.
Doesn't look like they will take that fight. Crit just TP's bottom. He's like, all right, I'll defend this. Get some free farm. Why not?
And EG, they've got to be very smart and sort of quick with how they do go for the pushes, because we've seen so far there's been the pressure on SCCC pushing him around the map as the Morph. But when they do go for those 5-man sieges onto the high ground, as long as the rest of the team can keep it clear, the whole map's there for SCCC to go out and find farm, knowing that EG is going to be outside his base and not looking for him across the map.
And all right. There's going to be a 5-on-5 going down this jungle, possibly. They're all standing around. Neither one really wants to initiate this fight, though. Fly's just going to counter the ward. Sentry goes down, but he gets the ward. He is in a little trouble now. cold snap to stop the static link. And they're just going to go into Roche. Gigantic piggy.
I think unlikely that Aster can really think about taking a fight here, particularly with the wards dropped down there. EG's going to be allowed to have this.
Seems that way at least. Dire has to know it's up. You obviously do have the blink from Earthshaker.
Okay,
so
you could go for steal.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do. I mean, you have an Earthshaker, you have a Winter Wyvern.
I
mean,
you're scared though.
If they're not going to contest it, they need to be pushing in mid and pushing up bottom lane right now. Like, they need to get like a little bit of map control in exchange for this.
Yep. Oh, and they get the sheep on the high ground. There's going to be a tornado as well. That's a Wyvern kill, plus the Roche. And just like that, 2K more gold lead now. And guess what? I have a feeling we are going to see a high ground push here in about 20 minutes.
It's
for sure.
Again, continuing to just hit every single timing that EG knows they need to.
And there's going to be, it's a pipe and it's going to be a pipe on Ramses and a full Manta and 100 gold from Arteezy. This is scary. They're hitting everything. Rubik will steal the healing ward. See you later, Tier 2 tower. They are going to push the high ground. I like it. Fly cutting the creep wave top as well with the Satyr creep. And everyone's going top. They're like, hey, we've already taken it down to 50%. Let's just go push in there.
5 seconds for the wards.
Yep. Doesn't look like they want to drop them here, though. With no creep wave, it's tough. And as you said, that's what they're doing now. They're split pushing out top. The Morphling's bottom, getting his free farm. They are TPing some heroes down. They have to know something's up. And SCC will just be able to back it up. Bounty runes will spawn, and it's going to be...
All 4.
Maybe. The Rubik's going to go for the steal, and we'll get it.
All right.
Thank you. And runs on out of here. A mildly slow-paced game. It's 9-5. I mean, it's a Mag Jug versus a Morphling Earthshaker. It might pick up if this Morphling comes online. But if the Morphling doesn't get this Ags, this Manta together,
did he
they're
buy
really all in.
He's not, but yeah, because I do want to see, is he going to invest in finishing the Manta? Or, yeah, okay, so he does definitely, he's wanting to get the Manta done.
Spirit
Safety precaution, yeah. And then he'll start on the road to the Aghanim.
Oh, loses almost all his mana on this Razor. Has some nice mana regen from the Yules, obviously. Here comes Fly solo down bottom. I don't think you can do much to him yet. Just scare him off. I mean, if you're EG, are you on like a little... I mean, you have a Mag Jug, but are you on a timer versus Earthshaker Morphling?
I mean, if you ask me, I would say absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
there is a timer.
You think second row?
I can't really give you exact numbers, but
okay.
I mean, the timer is when he has the Ags. Then, you know, when he has Ags Manta, that's when the fun begins for Aster.
You are on a timer for sure. Evil geniuses in the position that they are in are not on. Like, they've got a lot of room to work with.
It's a long timer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the moment, EG is definitely in the safe place. They've done it. They've not made any mistakes so far this game.
As long as they don't throw on the high ground, I think they've won this game. So they just have to continue to play very cleanly. Don't rush the high ground push. Keep on trying to get picks. Just wait for the opportunity to present itself. Eventually, you're going to find enough picks like this. You know, if you found the Morphling instead, in that situation, boom, you can go high ground immediately afterwards. Not sure if just a Rubik is good enough, but we'll see.
I like Ramses. He immediately runs to Tier 3 and just starts bopping it. Wards go down.
Another glyph pops.
Arteezy can't get around. It's a nice Fisher. Slowing down this push quite a bit, actually. Yeah, I like the static link.
Right. Slam down onto Ramses. It's not going to be enough, with that pipe. He has the resistance to walk off that initial jump. And with the healing ward, the heals, he's back up to full, and now Chuan is in trouble. The Omni Slash is out. Bouncing between the Cold Embrace will be there. Arteezy pretty deep, but he's feeling confident, knows that he's incredibly strong with the Jug. The Curse is out onto Ramses. Ramses will get brought down to half HP by his teammate. Arteezy and the gang ready to look for the racks now. SCCC has turned up to try and help hold. Has also managed to take control and get their own healing ward out. Keep them topped up and ready to keep this push at base. Slam Obviously already used, but you try to do the enchant totem to hold him in. It's not quite quick enough. The Splinter Blast, though, actually comes in after Blade Fury. He could have maybe walked back into that during Blade Fury, but maybe not too fussed with losing the Aegis either way there. Arteezy, they already managed to poke quite a bit out of Aster, and they keep that lead.
What am I watching? His Manta Style recipe? Okay, he went Scotty and locked his... the Manta Style recipe is still just on the ground.
But where did he put it?
So he decided against Manta for Scotty. So
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's really nothing.
He had Manta and then broke it apart. Oh, okay, sorry. I lost track. I do like that EG. I thought they were throwing a little bit when they tried to go push for Raxes like that. Like, just almost every single team nowadays, they take a tier 3, they immediately back up. Because Shrines is so important to take, so you don't want to risk pushing for Raxes. If you push for Raxes, the enemy team's definitely going to fight you, and they're going to use buybacks to win that fight, and then you're not going to be able to take Shrines, and you're not going to get that critical map control that you would have gotten otherwise. EG just needs to maintain control of the map.
What's the Morph item status at the moment?
He's getting there.
What we got?
He's about
Oh,
2,000. He's getting
it's-
there. 2,400 away. If my math
is
is correct.
certainly ticking. No racks lost yet.
They are losing that shrine right now. And Arteezy, guess what? He has a bottled up DD rune from Ramses, so he's ready to do some damage. But Morphling, as you said, Morphling is level 16, and the Jug is barely about to be level 15. So the Morphling winning the experience battle as well. We did see him buy tomes, which pretty rare on fours. And
BKB is up on Chuan.
Page is dead here. Right click down with the DD.
Shadow Chop is going to try and catch him as they retreat back, and he managed to get the shackles on Chuan, but now he's going to die. No save because the Winter Wyvern's dead. Arteezy's free to be able to Omni Slash down the Razor. That's unfortunate because he just bought out his BKB. He doesn't have buyback.
Wyvern actually buying back. He was only dead for 15 more seconds.
Yeah, that's
that's not a value buyback, I don't feel.
It has to like kind of give away
the Crete
that
waves
Razor doesn't have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're that cautious about it, man. It's now a 10k lead. They are gonna get the hold. It's a pretty long time. Arteezy. Whoa. I don't know about that ulti. I think Earthshaker. They're gonna hold him in place, but look at the healing ward microing back. He ain't losing it. And he just runs straight at.
Now those ults are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been a cool play if they had Morphling there. Somebody with actual damage, but
they just are going to lose a full set of racks without being able to do anything. SCC middle lane, 1,400 away now.
It's getting close.
Here we go, initiation again. God, how annoying if you're like this Razor morph every time versus Invoker, just full to 0 mana like that.
One range barracks isn't that big of a deal.
Here we go, Crit goes for the solo kill. Let's do it.
He
tried.
He already got the strength.
He tried. Yeah, he tried.
Oh,
Maybe that with the rest of the team. He's got, yeah.
Here comes the Earthshaker, though.
Yep.
They get the kill on Crit. He
And they
kind
get
of
him out.
died to illusions.
300 gold away, Grant.
He's there.
Oh.
It doesn't just automatically become an auto win,
It
right?
does. You buy that item, Gaben starts giving out the MMR.
Damn. Cab, how
Giving
do you
out the
feel?
win.
Ding, 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 ding.
How do you feel about
The
it?
game ends.
if he gets
Ancient
it-
Falls on a Radiant side.
He'll get it in what, this next like 2 minutes? I mean, Juggernaut's still the most powerful here on the map, or it does the Morphle just
my
instantly
sweet
beat him?
summer, Grant.
Yeah, Cat, please.
No, I want to have Owen keep going, waxing eloquent about Morphlingers.
So what happens if,
there
if the
it is.
Morphling loses? What happens?
What do you mean what happens?
Well,
I mean,
how do you
hopefully
feel?
they'll patch the game and buff Morphling. I mean, we're like,
Smart.
this is meant to guarantee you a win. What's going on?
Ooh, the smoke. No ulti still from ES.
The follow-up Fisher. Keep him chain stun. Keep him chain stun. A beautiful Winter's Curse in the back line to make sure there's no interception. And just like that, Arteezy's dead.
My
Well,
God, you were right.
I've enjoyed watching this game of Dota 2, haven't we? It's been a great game. EG, they tried really, really hard. I do want to give it to them for that. They tried their best. They really did. And hats off to them for their 27-minute attempt. They didn't quite do it, though.
They only got the ranged racks, and you were right, just like that. And that also, I mean, shout to Bobica there, right? For getting the steal on the shackles, really the big reason they got that kill.
Yeah.
And well done. Still a 6K lead for EG now, so you just saw what happened. This Morphling is officially beast mode. Do you just group up as 5? I mean, what do you actually do now as EG?
Group up as 5,
yeah.
talk about what you're going to draft next game, huddle up.
And watch the Earthshaker jump around. Or I should say the Morphling.
Like, I think one of the bigger problems I see is that this is kind of a solo core juggernaut because Invoker's pretty far behind in experience because he went across Wex build, he didn't go Midas, so
roamed around.
you know, he doesn't have those higher levels of Exort to really threaten.
Oh. Nice 4-step away from that EMP. Did he get the lift and a steal? An EMP. Doesn't look like he cares.
I like that though. Bobica just doing the spiteful, you know, middle finger as he's going down. Like, screw you. How about you take some mana burn for once? You know?
Oh, and they have to buy back. Roshan below 40% here.
Okay.
I think the game is going to be decided by this Rosh.
Let's see. You've got the double Earthshaker right now.
Does Morph have buyback? He does.
He does.
BKB is like really where Morphling Shaker with Aghanim Scepter becomes broke. Right now it's just broke, you know.
Not Omega broke.
Yeah, not broke.
Not broke to the 3rd power.
Yeah. It really is exponential. You know, like you get these items, he becomes exponentially stronger.
That's the only word I could use to like describe it myself.
Yeah. Next big one was to level 20, of course, getting the 100% uptime.
Yeah.
You just become the Shaker. You are the Shaker then. Forever, 100% of the time.
Arteezy's going back in. Looks like he wants to try to do it. He was smoked up, so they don't have vision of this currently. Who can give him some vision here? The Razor's going to look to do it, maybe? No?
Maybe fades? Flies, gives it a little flyby action?
Okay, here we go. He's running in now. You got to watch out. Ooh, I love the stun as well. And now Arteezy. Nice skewer out.
Okay, but Roshan's not really low enough. He's still committing for it, but that just means they're going to lose Ramses out the bat, and they can still get inside the pit.
They do, and he gets the stun.
See what SCC can do. It's got to be a little careful. Waveform's out. Baboka getting low. Fly will be able to finish it with the impetus. BKB popped by Chuan. There's the Hex and the ward's down, but Strength Morph is there.
Nice
can they kill them? Can they kill them all? They're trying them, but no. Off he goes, but the impetus is not enough. SCC will be able to shift back into the Morph form. Chuan getting nuked down low. Another Hex from Crit. He's doing his best to hold them down, and they do get the double.
Fade looking at the Roche. She's like, oh, it's low. Oh, I'm low. Oh, I'm dead. Whoopsie doodle.
That will be Roche for EG.
Yeah, well,
they got it.
Well, oh, and now we're contradicting because Cap said the game's decided here. EG won it, but you said this Morphling cannot lose.
Cannot lose.
Are you saying Cap's dumb?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be a learning experience for everybody who thinks that EG still has a chance.
Okay.
I think Aster wins when SCC has BKB and buyback.
Okay. What if they lose all their axes?
Well, then they still have a chance.
All right. I mean,
because it's a Shaker Morph.
It is Shaker Morph. One must not ever think it's bad.
Never give up. Never surrender.
There goes the melee axe finally. It is slow. I mean, he did go this kind of weird. I mean, that's not a weird build. It's pretty standard with the Scotty, but you don't do much building damage. You really don't, unless you're Alacrity like he is now. They'll get another tier 3. They are just trying, slowly bringing it down. Whittling, one might say.
They've just got to be so careful, EG.
Yeah, it is. It really
there's
is one
still
fight.
a 0.01% chance for them. I'll give them that. There's still... But they have to...
If you want to lock it in all the way, you want to go broke to the 5th power, Grant, you know what that is?
Yeah.
That's Earthshaker having Aghanim Scepter in level 20. The double long-range fishers.
Oh, yeah.
That initiation's insane. Then you get 2 heroes jumping in with enchant totems, chain stunning you.
Making you feel real bad.
That's broke.
And we see both teams just playing as 5 right now. They know one pickoff could be the game.
There is not a whole lot of buybacks on either side right now.
Yeah. 2 force staffs on EG's side. What does Aster have on their supports? That's the big thing. You've got an Aether Lens winner, Wyvern. Rubik has a force staff himself, going for a gem next. Just has a casual Ring of Health. EG, they will just farm up this triangle, slowly suffocate, try to suffocate Aster, but with that Earthshaker Morphling, he can always play a little outside the map.
There's still, of course, a bit of time with the Aegis to play with. Oh, no, it's easy. She's still in the hands of Ramses.
Once again, Arteezy, he still doesn't have the most damage, but they find one. Oh, man, he's going to have to
the two-man Fisher.
Right?
He's hit, but they get the Hex.
Two-man Fisher.
They get the Hex onto the Morph, the Shackles as well. They focus him down, but now the BKB comes out. SCCC will be fine. XXS backs him up, gets the stone off. The Echo Sam's down. They've lost the Shaman. They turn their attention now over towards Ramses. Ramses pops the cheese, but they're chasing out the Magnus on the backline. Tron will fall to Arteezy. Ramses gets the ult off in time. He's still alive here. They didn't quite get him. Hex as well. They're holding back the Morph. They're holding back the Shaker. Shackles out. They've locked him down. He's got no BKB. At the same time, Arteezy still continues to chase on the side. SCCC. He's cold snap. Jump away. Keeps him fine. Just kiting them out. Inside the base, Fade did manage to get back towards the top.
Oh, and he kills the ward. So wait, Fly's going up top.
He's hunting for it.
He thought about it.
He did.
Wow. That fight was very long and drawn out. So Crit, he dies and buys back. On the other side, Razor got full ulted by the Juggernaut, but just Yules it off. And the plus side there, but the tier 3 isn't. Nice Manta dodge of the Enchant Totem. Classic RT.
They're getting a Rax here.
Burn XXS his mana. He's kind of got to go back and get some.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's dead.
That's one gone. Over towards Arteezy. He's blocked him by the Fisher. Still has that Aegis. A buyback's going to come out from Arbed. He knows that he needs to get over and try and help Arteezy. Arteezy's going to turn towards Baboka, but the lockdown's there. Arteezy is dead the once.
Uh-oh.
He has no spin. Oh, wait, he does. Never mind.
Jebaited.
He went for the Winter Scars.
He did. There was nothing else to pierce that magic immunity, though.
Oh, but can you run away fast enough? Spoiler,
trying.
you can't. You can't run from Morphling Shaker. Infinite chase.
It seems
SCC,
they are running away.
Go. Keep going.
I guess Cold Snap's pretty decent against it. The one thing that maybe stops it.
Arteezy got to join him again, so.
All right, so you clean up all the tier 3s. You get the melee racks bottom as well. There are 3 Raxes standing. We are seeing the Morphling more and more online. Almost has the shotgun.
Oh, boy.
How's old Razor doing? Level 20, has the 10 armor talent now, so that's
with the casual plate mail, yeah.
He did what he spent out on buyback just in that last fight, of course. So.
Jug gets his 10 armor, though, so that's nice for him against the Morph, but I don't know if it changes him getting bursted, chain stunned, rather.
And he's going Butterfly. He just bought most of it out except for that quarterstaff, so we might be waiting for the third Roche plus a Butterfly, you think? It feels like, I mean, I guess EG could pressure uphill. Would it be a wise decision, though? We'll see. Doesn't seem like they want to.
What's nice about it is they do have like a lot of counter initiation when they try and go for the Jug on the front lines, right? Like this tornado always being thrown out is super disruptive. It's very similar to like the Ice Path idea from Jakiro, is that you know where they're gonna go, you can stop that chain stun pretty easily. You've got Ramses always ready to go with the BKB Blink RP. You get the right kind of RP with the empowered Juggernaut Omni Slash, and you will always be able to win a fight, I think. There's always that possibility.
Very curious to see what EG does here. Roshan cannot spawn for 1 minute 40 seconds. Arteezy will just spin away. It seems they do just want to kind of sit back, wait for that third Roche, but Aster says, no. We got to make something happen. Let's smoke up. Who can we find? What can we find?
Oh, his illusions got stunned.
And he
should
saw
know.
blue ping. Blue didn't ping
quick
yet.
with the Blade Fury.
Yeah.
Hastrin as well should keep Ramsey's safe as long as he doesn't get fished. He won't. XXS doesn't quite manage to grab him. You see the chase down onto Crit. Oh, he turns with a quick hex. Crit, he's running. Won't be able to get himself away from the slap of XXS. Up to the high ground they go. The foul flies. Well, RP is there. He's trying to help out. Flies fully loaded. The stolen RP though holds down Ramsey's through his BKB. Jump forward. They're looking to try and get these kills now. Aster, SCCC, can he go to work and get the clean up? Trance the focus though. The BKB won't save him, but XXS's Echo Sound will. Holds down RTZ for a little bit of time. Still though, SCCC, he's just picking them off one by one by one.
Though, they're going to lose it.
No, that's true.
Slowly, they are getting these megas on EG, but they lost 4 heroes for a Ranger. That was a...
Dude, RTZ's got to be careful. I'm not sure why he's getting close to these guys. He's just going to get chain stun now.
Well, that little gap.
Ooh. He has a Lincoln's in 2.
Well, you're
There's
not getting
no
away
way.
from this.
That's a yikes for me, dog.
Yeah, that's a mega yikes.
That was the Rubik stole the RP and RP'd the Jug out of his ulti, right? That's what happened, I believe.
Well, you can't RP the Jug out of his ulti, can you?
I thought that's what he did. Isn't that how it works?
Maybe
I'm just
extended.
insane.
No, I don't think you can RP him out of ulti.
Okay, if you're sure, Owen.
I'm pretty sure about you, right? Cap, you can't RP a Jug out of his ult, can you?
This is actually one of those.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say
clue.
you definitely can't.
I
don't think anything pulls
do
Jug
not
out.
listen to him.
Unless he runs out of targets to hit.
You know what, guys? I just appreciate the fact that we cover an esport where there is no shame in not knowing these mechanics because it is such a complex game, you know?
Whatever. No, it's true. It is true. No, I mean, Arteezy's ult, like, that looked like it was a guaranteed double kill, right? He got the the Magnus ulti on 2 of them, and then they were there. But then the RP gets stolen, it hits 2 people, the Juggernaut's ulti doesn't really do anything, and then all of a sudden this Earthshaker is just bouncing, or the Morphling, he's doing Morphling Earthshaker things, bouncing around, being annoying as hell, killing all your supports in 1 hit.
We haven't talked about this, but SCC did go for the waveform attack rather than the CDR.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody do that when they have Morph Shaker.
I mean...
I don't think. I'm not.
Well, I gotta say, as a scrub,
expert.
when I play, Dota Plus does recommend getting the waveform attacks target, and you don't need the 15% cooldown reduction for it to be 100% uptime on the morphing. But sure, obviously, the 15%, you've got a lot of cooldowns you're working with. But no, I think for the most part, like waveform attacks target is still really good because most of the time you're jumping in with that play, you're going in with the first hit, you're heavily morphed into Agi, so if you get the waveform through a few heroes, you still pack an incredible punch. Even without the buff.
The smoke gank here. All of them are going downhill. EG stalking them.
Catch the back line first. That would be really big if they could kill the Wyvern.
See what they can get.
The Wyvern, the Rubik.
I mean, that's the
turn. Now.
SCCC's popped the BKB quite early.
Yes.
He's not found any kills yet. Finally gets crit. Up he jumps. He's got eyes on Arbed. Arbed will manage to get the tornado out, but the chain stuns are going to be there from XXS. It's 2 more kills for the Morph. Fly will not be able to get out either as XXS is able to jump in. Hold him in position. It is a triple kill for SCCC. And this game has now gone into the plus for Aster in the gold department.
Welcome
and
to the ES Morph.
Welcome to my nightmare. Yeah. This is what I warned you kids at home about.
You think you can beat Morphling Shaker.
Yeah.
You do not ban Morphling Shaker.
Okay.
As I said, the EG, they really did do, they had a great approach to it. Like, considering the opening they had with the Mag Jug and then what they could do from there on out, like, they came very, very close. And maybe...
Oh, Bobica did not catch that
one. Oh my, but there's the Yules again. And he just jumps away, and he stole the Omni Slash.
Oh, the Manta Dodge with the Omni Slash, though. They are surrounding Arteezy, though, and Arteezy will abruptly die. He's dead. Roshan is there for Aster to now finish off.
Dude, he has not gotten a good Omni Slash off in like 40 minutes. These Yules, the just Earthshaker jumping, it feels like Arteezy can't do anything but run now. And when your Juggernaut's forced to run away at the first sign of a static link or a stun, it does not feel good. So what are we
I
thinking?
want to actually do we have Dota Plus on this PC? Can we see what does Gaben think of the ES morph? Is this 100%? How confident was he? It got.
Oh, Gaben doesn't
he
understand.
doesn't know. Gaben doesn't know. This is why it's in the game.
Yep.
They don't
know.
realize. They're like, yeah, this is still 80% for EG. What are you on about?
They laugh. He
This
doesn't know.
And we are going to see him. They're TPing in, and uh-oh. They're moving around. They're looking for blood. Crit might just get one shot over here. Oh, God, he's dead. He's just dead. They have found him. My God. They have found him.
Come on and slam.
He's just dead for 60. You just know when Crit died, they're like, this is stupid. Why didn't we ban this? What the hell are we doing? Almost a full Lotus Orb. Not really. Lotus Orb going up on the Rubik, though. What other items are coming up? Any big ones on anyone? What are the game changers now? A Sheepstick on Invoker will be nice, obviously. Nothing really on Dire's side. They're just going for multiple Lotuses. A Heart on Razor. Satanic on the Morphling makes him unkillable pretty much.
I think G needs to find a way to like sneak Megas. That's
Yeah.
like the play right now. You gotta sneak Megas and then, you know, just become a war of attrition.
I agree. I don't think you cannot face them all. You've got to play around them somehow. It's not easy.
Especially if he gets a Satanic and killing all these towers. He's now about 20 gold off. Abed is trying to just cut the creep wave middle. Will be able to kill all the creeps but one.
Yeah, but they gotta kill this Razor in the side lane. That's where Crit, he's gonna come up.
45-minute
They
bounty
can kill
runs.
the Razor and then push in this bottom lane again.
Abed will just steal the rune. It's an AK lead for Aster, just like this. Earth Shaker Morphling. There's not much they can do against it now.
Okay, level 20 Invoker. That's a big pickup. Doesn't have the max levels of Exort though, so it doesn't feel that good.
And they're just pushing into the base now. Look at the damage being done. Oh, lift it up. He just tries to bring down this tier 3 tower. Slowly but surely. Not even that slowly, just surely.
Who's Shirley?
Oh, this Morphling. There's going to be a skewer back, though. Into the Hex, but an instant ulti. Coming out from the Winter Wyvern, they both get tornadoed.
Got the chain control it with the fishes. SCC's in. Ramses does get the RP off.
SCC almost
Oh,
died with
but
an
again, he's stolen RP. How many times has this Rubik stolen RP? He's got it every time. Ramses is dead without buyback. EG are getting forced back to the fountain. As top racks will fall. Crit will buy back, but not a lot they can do to stop this rack from going down. Another Hex onto SCCC. They'll try again. Arteezy's on top of him. They're burning his mana. Of course, SCCC still with the Aegis to rely on. And a BKB that he hasn't needed a pop as of yet.
And he eats the cheese. Morphling is ready to go back in.
And he jumps.
Yo!
And they go onto Abed. Abed, he's got buyback. He is going to need to use it if they want to try and stand a chance. I mean, who am I kidding? There's no chance. Let's see. Ace up shaker. Morphling, ladies and gentlemen. Bring up the shackles. And instantly, XX is there to cover him. Get the shackles cancelled. SCCC claims the life of Crit. The stolen shackles from Baboka, who's continued to have some phenomenal steals this game. Lock him down, slams out onto Arteezy. They're bringing him low. Arteezy trying his best to fight back. The Linkers is popped. SCCC will get killed the once. They've killed him the once.
Oh, the static link. He has stolen so much damage.
There's the Aegis gone. Sunstrike down to Faye. Not enough to finish him off. A second Rax will now start to fall to the power of SCCC. Arteezy desperately trying to step forward. A 4-star will get him out the way of the combo. We're back onto Chuan, pots the BKB and will run away. Alright, will not live through that one hit of the Morphling. It's Arteezy continually just getting controlled up now. Jumped in upon. Will Manta his way over the Fissure there. Wow.
Okay. Somehow
that's
They
it.
can't go for Megas, so... Dude, I'm telling you, I really think Abed needed to make a play.
You gotta go for the rat play.
I think you
Like
had
he-
to go for the rat play.
Go for TP bottom. They had creeps in there. Maybe crit as well, but crit was dead that whole time. And man, stolen RP, what, I think 4 fights in a row now. Just
he's getting every
the counter initiations, right? It feels like it's, I mean, the Earthshaker Morphling obviously like winning the game, but the saves coming out from Fade as well as the Rubik, just he knows he can play with no fear now on this Morphling.
Just imagine if, like, Abed stayed at bottom and he just sneaks into the base as the creeps back over that backdoor protection line, and Arteezy buys Boots of Travel. He summons Support Spirit, he TPs in, they really quickly bang, 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 try and bang out the racks real quickly. At very least, it would force out, you know,
stuff.
It would force out Glyph TP, and you would just spin TP back with TP scroll. Like, they had to do some crazy shenanigans like this, because man, you're just watching this. It's like, you know, we're getting hype about them almost killing Morphling once when he has Aegis, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, but what about this Nullifier and Arteezy? He picks it up. Is this possibility of some sort of Morphling shutdown?
I mean, it's big, because, you know, E-Blade, Satanic, BKB, and Manta are all, like, Omni-slash killers at this point. Like, one Enchant Totem Satanic hit heals up as he sees Morphling to full.
And they already, look at, they're already TPing back. They're like, yeah, we're definitely not getting Megged here. We're going back nice and early. Roshan may respawn in a minute 20. He'll be number 4, so Earthshaker almost has a full heart as well now, and level 25. Whew. What do you go in this game? Do you go in the Magic Resist, or do you just go for the 2-second Enchant Totem?
I think whenever I have Aghanim Scepter, I go the 2-second.
Well, Morphling gets out of there. And I think the craziest part is this Jug's only level, this is a empowered Jug, he's only level 22 at 50 minutes in. They're just missing a lot of experience.
Yeah, it's just because they've had to play like the entire game as a team, you know, which was their way to sort of that one little chance of maybe closing the game up in time. But obviously at this point, it's just, it's a struggle. It's a big old struggle.
You see the experience in gold all dipping 20,000, 30,000. Win probability finally in Dire's side. They're smoked up. EG, they realize this just could be it.
Good positioning, though.
Let's see.
They're hoping that Aster makes some sort of error here.
And we're going to know the Roche timer in about 1 second. Oh my goodness, it's quick. It's already spawning in 2 seconds. I don't know who that favors. I really don't. I think it's just Roche. They are losing tier 4s to Morphling Illusions, but okay.
So Arteezy is the one hero with buyback. So he's got to position himself pretty aggressively. They still have their shrine up, so he needs to be the one to force out some sort of spells, some positioning out of Aster. Die. Buyback TP in. Hopefully with a RP Omni-Slash they can kill something.
Well, now both teams know Roche.
He's got BKB.
Yep, both teams know Roche is up now too. Earthshaker jumps in.
Well, at least he's got 10 seconds of not being chain stunned. Add another 5 from the Blade Fury.
But if you're Blade Flurry and you're not doing much damage is the problem.
Well, it almost chains up, actually. You Blade Fury first, and then you BKB, and then there's a 3-second down timer until you Blade Fury again.
Well, look at he's spinning. Oh, they want the rune. It'll be an illusion rune. I love it. If it's like a double damage rune, that's like, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
But it won't be. It's going to be bottom. There's an arcane. They're like, please be a double damage, and it's not.
Arcane for Morphling, that's not too bad either.
Yeah. No, he doesn't need more damage, you know.
He always can use more damage, my friend. I don't know if you played Morphling or Shaker. You always want more.
Hitting for 1,500 damage is...
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Is that it? Scrub!
You're not one-shotting Juggernaut? Please.
Did I hear a squeak?
Now this Roche. It's just chilling. It has both. You see the Aghanim's Blessing, the Refresher Shard as well. You got an Earthshaker on one side, double ulti's good. You got double RP on the other, or double Shadow Shaman wards at this point in the game. Can be one of the ways.
Why are they XDing each other?
Who XD'd first?
SCC XD'd.
And then Tips came out.
Tip.
Yeah.
from Abed.
I was going to say that's a bit. Yeah, I mean, you pick Earthshaker Morph. If you start all chatting, that's a bit of a yikes. I'll be honest. Yeah,
Great tornado.
He has BKB and Gem. Is he going to pop any items, any abilities on Ramses?
they're trying. BKB's pop Ramses. He's hiding.
The Shadow Amulet.
Still just dismantling them
Okay,
piece by piece. Ramses does have the pipe, but they got the Hex, the Omni Slash. Cold Embrace. Cataclysm's down, but
Here comes the
Exodus in
RP.
the mid. They get the RPs to 3 of
No
them.
jumps on the other
They're going to
side.
follow damage.
He
No
skewers them
Drew
over.
over the Fissure. Slams down. They're focusing the jump, but RTZ's got the play Fury. SCCC will jump away. Looks towards Fly. Tag team there from XXS, and he comes in and helps get the kill.
Can't kill
It's a
anyone.
triple kill for SCCC. Ultra kill for SCCC. The Fissure's out. Over he comes. Rampage. Double Rampage.
And GG called.
It's
Welcome to hell.
Welcome.
To hell, my friend. Earthshaker Morphling. And honestly,
We warned you. We
Yeah.
warned you guys at home. We did warn you.
I do want to say, though, I mean, besides those two, Fade on this Winter Wyvern, again,
Yeah, sick.
every
It's-
single time they wanted an ulti, an Omni Slash, anything, he's just there. Cold Embrace in your face. Boom. Ulti on the spinning Juggernaut. Fade played amazingly, and EG, they were up a lot. Experience, they were up a lot of gold, and it just doesn't matter. Right when you get those items, you said it, Owen. I mean, I'm sure people were with me,
I bet people
doubting
watching
you
like,
a little
what's
bit.
this guy, this EG hater? What's he
Yeah.
on about? They're winning. They're destroying. I'm
Yeah.
like, you don't know. They don't know. I mean, there's some people in the chat that know, and there's some people in the chat that didn't know.
So,
But
like,
now they know.
I mean, you just got Earthshaker Morphling in the second phase. You had 5 bans. You didn't ban any of them.
I mean,
it's
and-
a little on you, obviously.
And to
a
give,
lot on you.
I think you give Aster a little bit of credit. They played it really, really well. Like,
Absolutely.
SCCC did not die. They played it to perfection, but it was Earthshaker Morph, so that sort of takes away a fair bit of credit. So it's like, you did play it
Dude,
well, but you did pick Earthshaker
I mean,
Morph, so well done.
dude,
Give
hell
yourself
yeah.
a clap. But they did play it like perfectly.
They are literally.
But they did. It was
the
just Earthshaker Morph.
The Earthshaker was 5-0-27. The Morphling was 25-0-7.
That is
Yeah.
beautiful.
That is
is-
absolutely
that is
gorgeous. Dude, I can't believe
beautiful.
neither of them had
That's how
deaths.
you play that right there. You
Yeah.
Dude, the
play
fact that
together
That is-
forever.
Yeah.
Earthshaker didn't have a death even in laning
Yeah,
phase.
that's
That
pretty
is
crazy.
pretty
That is-
impressive.
he was matched up against
did play it well.
Juggernaut lane. Like,
Yep.
there's usually at least, one
Yeah.
spin death.
He pretty much, they just kind of fed off the offlane support, and guess what? We are going to a game
We
3
are.
now, a lot like yesterday. EG with a good game 1, and then game 2, they let it slip away, and now guess
But-
what? You're to
yeah.
game 3, baby.
But you can put it. This isn't going to happen again in Game 3.
What if it does? What if they don't ban
There's
in the
no
first
way
phase
it
because they
gets
don't
through
think?
again.
I mean, what if it does get through first phase? I don't think it'll get through same phase. Do you
Yeah,
think about honestly just first Piggy
You-
and Earthshaker here?
Well, you ban one of the two heroes, right?
But
Your
what if they
first
don't?
bans, I think. I think
It's
they
a
will.
first phase.
Well, maybe we'll see.
I feel like they have bans to give away when they have like 6 XXS heroes that they ban throughout the draft.
True.
I feel like they do have some openings if they want to ban it in the first phase. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll have to. That means it
Game 3.
will be a game 3. It's going to be Aster. It's going to be EG. It's XXS. It's RTZ. It's all the crowd favorites. When we get back a short break, it's game 3, EG versus Aster. Just chill and stick around. still plays that side lane. He still
yeah.
owns with it very well.
It's
so
hard.
I am curious.
It is hard.
SEC does play the hero, but as you said, it's a whole different thing when you're getting like you're 3 levels down from what you're used to being.
It's a
as
totally
an Ember.
different game.
It
You're
is.
playing a totally different game as the Ember Spirit. It's
XXS has the best Axe cosmetics, the Immortals, and then the
diaper.
The diaper that has Axe right there on the groin.
So you like? I don't know. I'm still not a fan of it. His name's Axe. Why the hell is he using his fist? I'm still a fan of the Blood Chaser. You know, the one he drags around. It's a good one.
maybe he still does have the axe on him. He's just hiding it very well.
In his diaper. We don't.
I didn't want to say it, but it could be in there.
My goodness. So whose draft are we favoring then? I mean, we see him. This is it. This is game freaking number 3. You've got a Mag Jug first picked again.
I think you got to favor EG. EG really did crush that early game, last game in game 2. I think they've got a great lineup to do it again. If they get even anywhere close to playing as well as they did in the lanes for the first 10 minutes, they could run this game over in less than 30.
Okay. Cap, do you agree? Or?
I am also siding with EG. I'm a little bit concerned that they didn't give Abed like a playmaker. You know, DK's nice here because, you know, like the near instant stun against Ember Spirit and Invoker is a really good way to catch them out. As you already pointed out, the healing ward mixed with Dragonite pushing you is really nice and all those sorts of things. So it like fits the game really well. I'm just a little bit concerned that they won't have Abed the playmaker who's set them up for so much success in both of their games so far. I mean, he played the perfect game 1.
Oh, that is too good.
And game 2, I think he did about as well as you could expect him to do on that Invoker. He was super disruptive.
Yeah, he was.
He created so much space for them.
And all right, we get into it. EG, Radiant, Aster, Dire. This is it. Pretty much a best of 1. You either go to the winner's bracket, you lose this, and you're down that BO1 territory.
That's a big game.
Absolutely no sense.
Big game. But yeah, they did. They got the level 25 Dota Plus crit Willow. It's beautiful to see.
I like it.
No kid Invoker?
Abed S,
That
yeah.
makes absolutely no
I'm a
sense.
fan of the non-kid Invoker. Dark Artistry Cape's still the best cosmetic for him. So.
I will say that I think, oh nice, the late Sunstrike.
Hits fly.
Best damage.
Gives him a bop there.
What's this thing? Oh, the I definitely saw like the Mac versus Abed matchup.
No.
Like, oh man, Mac's a really good laner. Chuan, I don't see that same impact against Abed, the same opponent, you know.
Yeah, it definitely seems like he's better overall in the game, but laning phase definitely a tad weaker. And well, we're gonna see some initiations. I love it. Fade's actually stealing that safe rune, so it will be a 2-for-2 exchange. EG maybe thinking they were gonna get away with that third one, but good job by Fade. Rubik with that Bassi, of course, giving that +8 damage, that mana regen in that off lane.
I think this lane might be hard. The Ramses level 1 in power against a melee hero.
Ooh, just
Dark Willow just hitting you with that base
yeah.
attack time that's nothing.
I mean, I'm worried for the side lane Ember. You know, SCCC's got a lot to show. It's not easy. There's a reason why not many teams are playing the side lane Ember.
Yet you're
True.
It can just get absolutely squashed in its early stages.
But it
Oh,
looks
and
like
Shockwave and
they're
he's pulling. Did he need to pull? I think you can win this lane straight up.
Well, seems like he doesn't want to. And SCZ, he's just going to sleight of fist harass the Dark Willow.
Maybe he feels like this is a better way to pressure SCC.
Just let Crit hit him under the tower, do kind of that.
Yeah, and like force him to last hit underneath tower, where Ember Spirit's base damage is not bad though.
That does mean, so it's a DK as well versus an Invoker middle. We've seen this matchup before. Nothing going to be too crazy. You might just see Abed with no mana, but it is X-Sort again on the Invoker, so more and more X-Sort Invokers popping up against Spin Bottom. Won't find anyone. Doesn't really do any damage, and the range creep denied by Bobica.
Well, at least he got rid of that battle hunger.
Get away from me. Oh, man. Tons of denies now. Arteezy. He's feeling bad.
XXS Axe, man. That was a classic,
Yeah.
right?
Was lots of denies. RTZ not feeling too great about it. They do get that offlane pull though from Crit. Gets the whole creep wave pulled to their side. SEC will have to fight for those runes. Or not the runes, pardon me, the neutrals. 2-minute rune is bottom though, speaking of that. And yeah, this is game 3, right? It's going to be a little slower pace. Crit is getting gone on route, will end up hitting. SEC still continuing to chase. Will he get in range? Right click after right click from the keeper, and he will make it out. Pops the healing cell. And all right, honestly, the Ember, he's having a pretty good time right now.
He's farming well.
Yeah. They're just harassing this. I love it. Every time Sleight of Fist is up, they just harass Crit.
In strength is victory.
So his laning phase seems to be going pretty good for Aster. I mean, obviously not getting too out of control, but all the top CS right now. And look at this. Oh my goodness, the Juggernaut's getting spun multiple spins. He's dead.
He's definitely dead. This wave.
Dead, yeah.
Oh.
Well.
Oh, where's the RNG? Where's the spin?
Oh my god.
It didn't spin. Where was the RNG there for XXS?
Dude, he actually didn't. Dude, he spun twice on one creep and then none on multiple. Arteezy has to know. He's like, oh wow.
I mean, we saw the prediction from Dota Plus last game favoring EG. I think Gaben's an EG fan.
Might be that. I can't believe he didn't spin one time. Dude, Arteezy even attacked him. That attack actually got him the kill. No spin.
It was a pretty good heads-up play by Arteezy, going for the recognizing if I let him salve, he's just going to keep running me down. And Axe's lane is actually going to be quite good. At least, if I'm going to die here, I have to make sure I at least kill his regen.
Yep.
And then he just didn't happen to die at all. Arteezy got first blood.
So, man, this Sleight of Fist spam is actually just owning. Pretty much, he's just Sleight of Fisting the Dark Willow every single time it's off cooldown, and then the Keeper of the Light's just Chakra Magicking. And Crit's actually having a god-awful time top lane right now. Level only 2.5, running back to the base. Didn't realize how annoying this plus damage on Sleight of Fist when you have permanent full mana.
Well, you also are spamming it more often with Caudle, right?
Yep.
Like, normally you can't spam it this often, but
he's just literally not even hitting the creep. Just then, they will get a spin bottom. Can they get this Axe again? Battle Hunger gets plenty of armor. He'll be able to make it under the tower. And yeah, he's going to be completely okay. Why might not be. There's the blast, and they're not even going to be able to get the kill on this Rubik.
Yeah, that's with a 3 against the 2 of them, and they lose one of theirs. EG.
Crumbling a little bit. Aster, meanwhile, up 2-1, middle lane. How is it going? DK's 23-9, Invoker 21-4. So Invoker not doing too terrible. Runes top.
Oh, good attempt from Rams.
He wanted to.
They're prepared there, Aster.
And you see the tip.
Understandable. That was a deserved tip.
After they did, they all tipped somebody in the early games, so Aster will do it right back. And a 1K lead for the Dire side. We talked about it. They kind of have a few of the same heroes from last game when they dominated the laning phase, but without that Morphling, it seems Aster has a lot better laning phase himself. Mid lane Crit is smoked up, almost level 3, but not quite. Literally 1 experience off. Bottom lane, this Rubik has a full urn almost sitting in the stash. Yeah, it feels EG. They're just very slow. Besides his DK, everyone else is kind of struggling in their lane a tad bit. Slavid will try to pressure this tower. Fade's sitting there, though. There's a lot of heroes rotating to the mid lane.
He's trying to have a bit of a go onto Baboka. Does have Fly, and with that, and a Shadow Realm a hit, that'll do it.
I love that play. Just Shadow Realm, can't get lifted. Now, oh my goodness. This Invoker.
It's only level 1, so he won't be able to kill Chuan, but just pushing him back, and this is just it seems like the meta right now. It's like everyone full rotates into mid when the Siege Wagon push comes through.
And then the Fade Bolt will slow this down quite a bit. It is mostly that poison ticking down the tower, but still.
I'm going to go for the drag back onto our bed. Digs well on him, will get himself over the ice wall. Extra TP in from SCCC, wants to change for this. The Curse Crown's down as well as the Dragon Tail onto him. And that'll put a stop to his advances, so SCCC won't be able to get any action out of this, but they do keep that tower alive for a little longer in the mid. Not for much longer, though. It did get incredibly low.
Yeah, one of the cool parts about this, like one of the side benefits, you get a lot of damage on this mid tower. Great. But when you walk, rotate over, and then you force the enemy, usually they're going to be like, they have to TP into the mid lane, in which case you are able to TP back to your side lanes, and Ramses, for example, got himself like a wave and a half of like just total free farm while Ember Spirit wasn't there. You know, the Arteezy had the 1v1 against XXS, you know, which isn't that bad. It would have been great if they forced XXS to rotate as well, but fortunately this Axe was smart enough to know like he cannot be leaving his lane right now. Just got to focus on his own farm.
So phase boots up on Arteezy. The Axe has phase boots as well in his stash. And well, they did lose that middle tower. It got denied by the Invoker, so no team gold going around. And yeah, the game has slowed down. This is a very typical game 3, right? Neither team really wants to make that big mistake. We saw a lot of early team fights in the other 2 games, but this one, you don't want to give up a 3-for-0 early. You lose all your towers. Definitely going to play it safer. And Abed will harass this top tower. Looks like Dire does want to defend it. No ulti from Fade quite yet. 8 minutes in. Lightning Light will help.
Yeah, just trying to slow it down as much as you can, but
won't matter. No glyph.
No, not at all against the push of these heroes.
There you go. Quick kill bottom on Fly. Fly laughs about it, but now his tower's getting harassed, and they might be able to bring it. Obviously not the best tower damage, but you got some creeps, and your Axe is just going to cut the next wave. Should be a free tower bottom. So really the only big thing gone is that middle tier 1 tower for the Dire side. What does that really do for the rating? 'Cause they're still not really playing in top jungle that much. They are defending bottom. Hey, and oh, the root is going to go down on Ember, but he's just gone. Looks like they want this deny. Uh-oh. They do end up getting it, but XXS, he's there, and there's a stun strike. Should be an easy kill on Fly. Nice double stun, though. Still moving forward. SC's healing south. Maybe going for crit instead now. Root goes. Is anyone going to help? They just won't get a kill.
Did he not have the mana to jump to the Remnant? I think the Remnant Blast would have just got the kill. But
I guess not.
I guess, I guess
he has low mana, so maybe not, yeah.
But he did use one. No, he used a Sleight of Fist instead. If he just Remnanted instead of Sleight of Fisting, he would have got the kill. But I guess wanted to play it safe and not overuse his mana, just in case he needed to Flame Guard.
2-3 right now. Aster leading over EG. Towers are going in favor currently of EG. Just that one middle tower we talked about. Bounty runes are spawning, and going to be a 2-for-2 exchange plus the regen. Just Ramses popped it. It does mean that Invis rune top, though. We'll see if Stone Important picks it up. Goes for a gank with it. Abed will scoop it up here. I guess he won't. He's going to ping the Invis rune, but the Coddle might just go scouting.
Yeah, none of them are going to get it then. It's going to go the way of Aster. At least they know that someone on Aster's got it, so they won't. And it's just a Coddle without ult, so hardly the scariest Invis rune carry. So EG probably just don't care too much.
What do you think this game favors? This very slow-paced, pretty farm-heavy game. Does it favor the Mag Jug overall?
Yeah, across the board, you're going to look at the Jug Mag and say there's going to be more points in the game where EG's lineup's going to be happy.
Especially since Aster won't be able to very easily take the mid or off lane tower, which means that Jug will always have a lot of space to work his Empower magic with. You know, he's just going to be running around the map with no shortage of camps to farm.
I don't know. Crit just farming bottom. There's a smoke. It's Abed and Fly moving down this way. They have the ward. Ward actually goes down. As they are doing this gank, they know where the axe is, though. They saw him run into that tree line. Not showing himself, though. Yep, what up? They find him now. They need that ink swell. It is level 2. They throw it up, and this should just be an easy kill on the axe.
These ganks are always great for a Dragonite because you pop your Dragon form and turn it into a tower push. So what Fade should be doing right now is running across to the bottom lane as quick as possible because he wants to get ahead of that, start Illuminate blasting and Blinding Light, keep that pressure off. But Abed actually went back to mid instead.
Maybe just assume they don't really have the vision around that tower. He doesn't want to risk just going in and dying. Just get that Blink Dagger, 500 gold. There's a double damage bottom. Who's going to get it? It'll just get killed. And he's top lane. SCC still just farming. Same with the Juggernaut. Has the Javelin on Ember close to that Maelstrom.
Oh yeah, wait, so we're going Phase Maelstrom, no drums.
No drums, so
No
not
drums.
many stats. 1,000 HP. Definitely don't want to just get disabled somehow and die.
Well, with that blink coming out soon, as you said, on Abed,
Scary.
that's a
It's
little risky.
risky.
Feeling the pressure, I guess, to be able to offer an extra bit of damage in these early fights that they're getting involved in, but so you're not having the drums. You do feel that. You know, we're running around with a Phase Maelstrom. You feel a little naked as the Ember.
So DK is 200, 300 away from Blink. Axe about 500. Both those going to be the real playmakers in this game. So as they farm that up, be curious to see what happens.
Does he? Was it on the courier? Check him. Has he got it now?
Who, DK?
No, the Ember. Oh no,
Yeah.
you know, he really doesn't have it. It's not on the courier. So no. Okay.
Still pretty far away. Whoa, and Abed, he's going to get scout out. Do we have a TP to help him? Will Fade use his ulti? I don't think he wants to. That's a pretty tough kill.
And SCCC is sort of jumping in and out. That's all his mana gone, and nothing is done. He's got to get away from this. They've lost Papoka, 2
There was
RTs,
a Fade, too.
and the Omni Slash. Fade's gone as well. That was a smoke gone wrong there from Aster.
Yep. Not
You
the...
can tell Abed he must not be a silver tier. Yeah, he's not a silver tier Dragonite because he spammed an ally line, hero line. If
And he's
anything
been-
from
yeah.
this series, he's been doing all the all chat lines as often as possible. What have you learned? One thing to notice, if this was a mid-Ember Spirit,
Oh, he just
Sorry.
respawned, bless him.
I think you'd be going Spirit Vessel, right? On the Ember Spirit. The Spirit Vessel has been the build that like everyone's been going lately,
Especially
and it would
with
be
the
very
DK.
good against DK, and you've got this healing ward but because they don't have that, they don't have a Spirit Vessel hero at all. Right?
don't.
Because Axe isn't going to go for it. He's probably going to go for Blade Mail. Like
I guess-
Rubik's
yeah.
getting it. He has the
Oh, is
urn.
he?
Yeah, he is. He has the urn. He's actually pretty close. Just needs that vitality booster.
Oh, that's not too bad at all then.
This Dark Willow crit has his Ewells in 100 gold. And yeah, the last 2 kills, they just go in AG's favor. Just 2 supports bottom. They tried to go into DK, and at this point in the game, the DK was middle and actually has a decent amount of farm. You're just not really killing him unless you commit a lot of heroes.
Oh yeah, just like
It's
having
like a
those-
mini Timber Saw.
Yeah, those 2 braces and the max passive, like even this, like the Ember, I don't think really hurts or threatens Abed too much. As long as he gets back up within a few seconds, this DK is very unlikely to die quick enough. Even if Aster do smoke up and get on top of him, as we saw just now.
And well, Cheesy getting close to that defusals. What does that mean? SCC does have the
Maelstrom
Maelstrom. It will be flying out on the chicken right now. It has an Arcane Rune as well. The Axe blinks there, going Blade Mill next. And the Invoker, we really haven't seen much out of him this game. He's level 13, has the Midas, going the Ags. Just pretty similar to the last 2 Invoker games we've seen. Very farm Juggernaut again, though. Luckily, the Invoker's not too far behind. Last game, it felt like the cores were real far behind the Juggernaut. This game, not as much. And Abed, he hasn't gotten much done with his Blink. They did get that 1 kill with it, but besides that, this Blink really hasn't done too much for him.
Yeah, it helps speed up his farming a bit, I guess. Going camp
It'll.
lane to lane. They get the jump, and strike down. They get the quick kill on fly. EG, they're looking at just getting the rest of them out of there. Will-O-Wisp was dropped. Won't be able to catch anyone else, so it's just the death at the position 5. CCC can't really commit on to Ramses. Ramses is able to easily skewer himself away, and of course will be going for that pipe, which will further make the game at the safe lane Ember even harder, really. It's going to take out a lot of his damage once Ramses does get that done.
Still, just 6-4, less than 1,000 gold lead. There's going to be the 3-man smoke. Abed and the 2 supports on EG. Looks like they want to do a loop-de-loop around in the middle. has the full Yules on Dark Willow, so they have the quick setup if they need.
Try and take this play to get some good vision inside the triangle. And if you succeed in the smoke gank, you'd be able to turn it into
Probably a tier 2 or tier 1 bottom.
yeah, maybe a pressure in tier 2 mid, but they don't connect with anything.
Alright. So
So
the
I'll
gold
set
lead
up
just
for bottom.
switching. Yeah, gold lead just switching between those two now. Very, very even. Both teams completely okay with what's happening right now.
Yeah, I think it's great that Aster always seems to like keep up in net worth against the mag lineups for the first like 15-20 minutes. But then the Juggernaut gets the Diffuse the Blade and Manta, and then he becomes like a very big teamfight threat. And EG uses that power to start taking a bunch of towers and forcing fights, and that's where the net worth lead snowballed last time. See if it goes a little bit better for Aster this time around, because they have really strong initiation. That's the great part about their lineup. They have a blink initiation into the Will-O-Wisp, but sadly that smoke ink didn't work for them.
Yeah, Dire will just get scouted out. Arteezy brings down that tier 1 bottom, and alright. They're just going to try to run at him. Arteezy's like, please let me inhibit and ulti someone. Gets called in.
It does. There will be the stun to stop the telekinesis follow-up.
Oh my.
They get the lockdown with Will-O-Wisp, but Arteezy's dunked down. The jug's gone. Now.
Yep. And they get the rune. Aster, they are looking pretty damn good right now.
They're playing very nicely around the old XXS Axe. Star player that we've talked about over and over again here for Aster. And on his Axe, it's the perfect sort of hero for him to grab control of the game, make the calls, make the jumps.
Wow, he's going to have a fast BKB.
Yeah.
No blade mail choice from him.
Yeah, he had it queued up, but he's like, nah. I'll get the BKB. Why do you think? Just the Dark Willow, the initiation? What is it? He just wants to be able to go into fights?
Yeah, I think he's afraid of the Yules. Like, he wants to be able to like bang on this jug when he gets the call and stuff.
Well, I think Dark Willow tried to Yules. Sorry, tried to Yules. They had the Ember there, but Yules himself. We've all been there. Fly, level 9 at 21 minutes in, even with the tomes, can't get to the level 10, and that's a 90 GPM one. You really want to get to level 10 on that Grimstroke. On the other side, Keeper of the Light, almost level 12. That's a level 2 ultimate, Odie. That's a good one.
It steps up. Those numbers, they get bigger every level.
Hit count goes up, flicker count goes up. Just really does become harder and harder. And now if you're EG, you're like, well, we do have our win condition of an empowered jug, but they're looking, and this Axe has a full, he has it. He has the full blade mill.
It's great timing for their
BKB.
smoke. They have the INTERCEPTOR on the Invoker on top of that, so they feel pretty good about forcing a fight.
Will he be able to make it out? The blink is back up on Axe. Maybe gonna find the Grim. He does. Sunstrike there, into the dunk. Guaranteed every time. Takes the 3-mana regen. Yeah. A very slow-paced game into this perfect, you know, these 2 kills onto EG, and now the slow, methodical game, all of a sudden it feels like it's busted wide open for Aster.
God, Aster just sucks at taking buildings in Roshan.
It's the one problem.
Yeah, so what happens when you have a lineup like this is that you have to play very clean once you start taking over the game. Like, you have to be able to, because you have to win so many fights to be able to get objectives, right?
Yeah.
Whereas for EG, it's like a little bit simpler in that regard. They win 1 or 2 fights, and
DK
they
Jug
will
gets
have
the buildings.
Roshan. Yeah, they will take that Aegis, and then they will take that tier 2.
Well, we do have the BKB on Dragon Knight now, so a little bit harder to kill that hero. A lot bit harder, I'd say. It's the Jug going. Will he go the Scotty as well? He is. Which means on the other side, Ember going for that. Aghanim's next, getting it pretty far before his level 25. And on Invoker, standard, Boots of Travel, into the Black King bar. And Axe will be going for the Blade Mail still.
I mean, they do have like such a good answer to the Jug. If they can get the Blade Mail on Axe in the level 20, The Cataclysm, the double Sunstrike on top of the Berserker's Call, that's going to be super high alongside a Blade Mail BKB to Axe. So he's not going to yield up in the air. He's going to force that Juggernaut to hit him and return damage back.
Pretty much anyone they find after, if they get Cataclysm, Blink Call plus Cataclysm is a one-team fight at that point almost. And Arteezy, he is starting to solo Roche right now, but look at this Dire. TP into the tier 2. They smoke up from the Courier. And oh boy, this could be real bad for EG. We'll see if Axe wants to just go in. He will.
He does. He's in, gets the grab straight away onto Arteezy. Can Arteezy get himself out of this? We'll be able to get the Blade Fury out and get outside of the Will-O-Wisp. Now turns towards the side. SCCC, what's he doing?
He did not expect that DK to just be there and stun him in the DK. I mean,
he's got buyback.
He does. SCC, your whole team was there. You have to assume EG's whole team was there. And they're going to go in again. Here goes the Axe possibly.
Wait, really?
He's going to jump in. The fear's out. SCCC.
Oh, God.
They've got to save him, get him away, but he's feared, rooted. RB gets whiffed. Ramses.
And he's still
on the
alive.
mark.
Dodge.
The dodge. He's still alive.
no, he's still
Soulboy
down.
locks them down. The stun out onto the 2 with that Dragon Tail follow up.
Oh, my.
The
The
corner.
call.
XXS trying his best to save SCCC, and XXS will get the 3 kills. Doesn't save SCCC, and in fact, maybe in trouble himself now. Zarbed and Arteezy, they're still alive. XXS going for the TPI. Is there any Dragon Tail in time?
Oh, he timed that perfectly.
Oh my God.
Holy crap.
He'll get away. I mean, XXS is trying his best, and SCCC, I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's not good. It's a dieback.
Like the first one, okay, you're going for a kill, understandable, but you buy back and then you
they just go
play
in
that
first.
aggressively. Yeah, that one just called out XSS. He's like, dude,
Come on.
chill.
He's like, I'm
Did,
I'm
they have
owning.
did EG have a ward on the high ground? They were pinging like they think there was a ward there earlier.
I don't believe they did.
Cause well, how did DK get that jump? Is my question. Just because it was daytime, or
I'm not sure.
because he just like blinked up into that little bit of a high ground and got the stun. Like, props to him for seeing that opportunity of getting. He knows he's going to lead with his stun. The Terrorize is going to be able to follow up a chain stun and an Ember Spirit and just bought back. That's a massive win that could have gotten them Roshan if it was just they just managed to get the RP off to lock him down. Otherwise, he survives a little bit longer. They trade out some heroes, and now Roshan is still on the table for either team.
And once again, Arteezy Juggernaut, he seems to be doing that a lot more. He splits open his Manta to get that Eye of Scotty.
Okay, Aster just has to play on their high ground from here on out. Around Roshan, and let Chuan do his thing. He just needs, like, he has buyback, so let Chuan make the space for you that pulls EG away from the Roshan pit.
Seems to be what he's doing as he pushes out bottom lane, pressures that tier 2, which could just go down. Forge Spear plus Siege Creep does do a lot of damage. Arteezy into the pit, though.
You know there's a ward in the high ground, so Abed's going to bravely link up there, take it down for him.
Abed knows. He's not too scared. Now that he has the BKB, it's pretty hard to burst him down.
Okay, well, they've given up 2 towers to take this Roshan. If EG is forced back again, this is going to be a big loss for them. XSS thought about it.
Ramsey's on the side. Actually,
Has
just
a pipe.
have the RP.
Oh, the Coddle might die before getting the flicker off. He does.
XSS puts the BKB. Look at the
Oh,
lockdown
go down.
Ramses, but Ramses is pretty tanky. Still alive, but the Sunstrike will get him. Space is there though for Arteezy to finish off Roche. Pick up the Aegis, come outside of the pit. Paboka will die in a dragon form.
Crit
Get
that
the
as well.
control. Hands to Arbed too. Soulbind's there. Taunt will end soon. Arbed, can he get out of stun onto the 2 of them? Now the Will-O-Wisp is out. Arteezy on the backlines goes for Chuan, but a Ghost Walk gets Chuan out of the Omni Slash. Arbed still alive, finally taken out by the magical burst of SCCC's remnants. Arteezy is trying to chase on for this. Ramses has pulled back. He's chasing. Last back, and Yules holds down the jug. And Aster will be able to get everyone else though.
You see Ramses? He tried to cut through the Roshan pit with the skewer because the Will-O-Wisp blocks the rest of the team couldn't follow Arteezy, and he starts this skewer and he just barely got clipped by the Will-O-Wisp and it just killed the cooldown as a result. So if he'd gotten that off, he might have gotten a 3-man RP. But
The Will-O-Wisp, and that's why we do see this Coddle first pick hero.
insane.
Aster, they do have the 2K lead, but if you look at the net worth chart, it is Arteezy starting to, pull ahead with this mag jug we've talked about.
And yeah, SCCC, obviously that dieback earlier was very painful for his net worth. It slowed down his game, and it's tricky on an Ember. If you get behind this hero, you know, this is your carry, and at the moment he just doesn't feel that scary.
Aster do a great job of fighting away from the Aegis hero. I noticed that last game, and I've noticed it this game. The way they take these fights, they just like hide around the Aegis hero as much as possible and just aggressively attack every other member of the team.
We'll see if they want to do that. Aster still up by 2,000 gold, so they can make the plays they want, especially, you know, they had that Blade Mill, BKB on the axe. He should feel safe to pretty much jump anyone. You got the Sunstrike follow-up. Rubik, Spear Vessel, Blink.
Abed went for the 210 GPM, so he's saying, this game, it's not going to end anytime soon.
You like that? You agree with them? It
Yeah,
does seem to be a very slower paced game, and that's a lot of gold per minute.
I mean, basically, 15 minutes gives you, if you, like, the game lasts 15 minutes, that gives you the 25 strength, right? It gives you a Reaver worth of gold. So at that point in time, you know, I think you only go the 25 strength if you think you're closing out the game right now. Yeah.
Okay. Curious to see what the Radiant just farming the Dire jungle. Dire looking to maybe take a tier 2 top. It is just the Rubik showing, though. Yeah, it seems Juggernaut's just going to take a tier 2, and they might be able to defend their own top if they want. Or he can push the base. He won't. Oh, a double damage. Is he getting? Yep, he's dropping the bottle on the ground for Arteezy. Arteezy says, wait up. Let me kill this neutral camp.
Imagine like Invoker just ghost walks through that area.
Gets the bottle, gets the
bottle,
DD.
gets
Hell
the DD.
yeah. Thank you. Okay, so do you think, I mean, it feels like you have this DK who almost has that AC very close. You now have a bottled up DD on the Juggernaut with an Aegis. Do you think of pressuring the high ground here?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you do. I think you're thinking about smoking and seeing if you can maybe catch somebody. Failing that, just go straight for the high ground, force them back. Like if you think they're splitting you right now, just maybe poke at high ground to force them back.
All right, well, the DK has enough for his AC, but the chicken currently out, so can't bring it out. And yeah, this game, I mean, we've pretty much seen it. It's been about only one truly big fight. The rest just skirmishes and in these Roche things. There's going to be a scan. Bobakun crit. Dancing with each other. Oh my goodness, he's still just there.
He knows he's going to go for another round searching.
Blink away. Doesn't need to yet.
Wow, the fact he's just hiding there, no root on him. Oh.
Oh.
He just doesn't know. Whoa!
Oh! Surprise!
That's a sick play. I love it. Waits for him.
Oh, you know what the best part is? He thinks there's a Tinker Ward now.
Yeah.
Crit thinks there's a ward up there on the cliff, but that was just the range creep showing his positioning.
Yep, that was such a nice play. I love it.
That
Just
was nice.
Cataclysm, I'll blow him up. Sure, if you think you can, and he does. And every kill counts. Aster only 1,000 gold up. Arteezy still just slowly gaining more and more net worth.
Getting double Lotus Orbs, I think. Oh, that's a fly kill now, too.
Baboka's styling.
Ramses, though, he's like, wait a minute.
Whoa, they've had it with Baboka.
No more of that.
Steal this.
Yep, Aegis goes down as they do that, but yeah, no more of him just sitting on this side feeling safe. Get the kill.
These Lotus Orbs are going to be really dangerous, right? Because it's really good versus Dark Willow, but then it can bounce back on these Slash. It can bounce back the Abyssal Blade that Arteezy's building up as well. And so I love the fact that both Rubik and XXS are going for one.
Just a 1K lead. 30 kills, still almost a kill per minute here.
What? My man just went attacking Procs counter Helix.
He's in.
That's maxing your damage.
I mean, he's the carry.
Doesn't do very
He's
much
ready
damage,
to go.
but
Step aside, SCCC and Twan.
All it takes is like one spin maybe on this Juggernaut gets you one step closer to that dunk if you get the spin. All the bursts they can. SCC, he has that Ags now, almost has a full BKB. I mean, he'll really be online. BKB level 25 once you get that Remnant restore time, and all of a sudden Ember really is a whole new hero at level 25. And the Invoker's actually doing such a good job. He is trying to keep up with the Juggernaut and doing a decent job of it. Almost has a full Lincoln Sphere now. So the DK can't just get on top of him. Roche may respawn a minute and a half. We'll see. Very quick one last game. Who do you favor now? I mean, we talked about it like earlier, you know, who's catching up. The Juggernaut is farming a lot, but Invoker, Ember are the next two.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a very strange game.
You know, thinking about the level 25 Ember and so because of these Lotus Orbs, I feel like a lot of the catch of EG is it's just going to be so much harder to execute.
Ooh.
I think for me, it's a lot like Game 1, where there is a slight advantage to Evil Geniuses, but that can easily be offset by the right execution. Again, like Aster with these Lotus Orbs, if they do bounce back, an Omni Slash or RTZ Abyssal Blades himself with it, you know, like, though that could just offset the slight advantage that EG has and make it go the way of Aster.
Oh, and a smoke up here from
damage.
Aster. Yeah, will they see that double damage? They will now.
it.
And he's like, oh, hell yeah.
Into the bottle it goes.
And oh, they're going to fight.
They've caught out Ramses. And they burst him down in time during the call. They can't. He will be able to skewer to the side. They've got the Omni Slash out in SCCC. He's the first casualty of the fight. The Ember is gone. Now with the Abyssal Blade down into XXS, they try and turn for more. Arbed in the Dragon Ball, slowing him down. Arteezy shredding apart this axe. Double kill for Arteezy. And in fact, back over the river, Crypt is playing around with Baboka. Some support on support action.
He's going to kill him, I think.
Who's going to come out on top? Oh, he plays it safe, Baboka. Sees that the backup's coming in and doesn't want to feed away his life.
Didn't get the bounty runes, though.
Dude, Baboka.
He's crazy.
His Rubik is sick.
Yeah.
He chased down the Magnus in that fight, made sure they at least finished him off.
I do want to ask, so it's an Orchid's on the DK. Are you surprised he's not going the Axe? We have seen, the Black Dragon has been shown to be pretty damn good, actually.
So it gives a lot of things, right? The biggest thing is, like, I remember status resistance is really
Real, it's a lot of it, too, yeah.
magic resistance. I thought it gave status resistance.
Increased attack range.
Dude, that's a lot of text right there.
It is. It's
I
a
was
lot.
gonna
I mean,
say,
it gives you a lot.
If I wanted to read a Harry Potter book, you know, I wouldn't.
Then you would.
I would not hover over Elder Dragon form with axe.
And all right, they're just gonna, you know, slowly siege down this tower, doing almost 50% of it. But they can't take it, and Roshan has respawned. The courier spots it out. Let's see if EG just runs straight towards it. It's tough, though. Everyone's alive now on Aster. Still a very even game, only a 3K lead.
It is a little surprising just because Invoker has Lincoln's and BKB, and Ember Spirit has Yule's and BKB. So I feel like Yule's and Bloodthorn are both kind of easily dealt with. But, yeah, you know, they can get, with the BKB down, if they can get a Bloodthorn on somebody, that would be really big.
Oh, sort of same fight, same place here. And in fact, whoa, Arbed, he's in, onto the axe. Fear will miss.
Nice force.
They force him to the side. XXS pots the BKB, gets back in there, controlling the Dragon Knight for now. SCCC is trying to go for the backliners, but he's used up. They're starting to play around with him. He'll now put the BKB. Ramses misses the RP, but they have the Abyssal Blade. Locks down SCCC. He jumps himself to safety, gets back.
Arbed goes down that whole time. Double call coming from the chakra magic onto the axe, and they just lock him down.
Yeah, chain stuns. That's so crazy.
Oh,
do it again.
my.
Actually, the lift there, taking RTZ out of the Cataclysm. So he will not take any damage from that. Now he can look to try and turn. Another tornado's out. Chuan stepping in, lays down the ice wall. Cold Snap as well. XXS will soon be able to jump back in. Gets the call off. Arteezy's down. And Aster, they'll dive on for more. Buybacks from both Arteezy and Crit come into play. Baboka doesn't quite get Ramses. Crit with the Cursed Crown holds back Baboka. Baboka is silenced by Fly and will fall. EG having to utilize buybacks there to get some sort of a trade in return, as it's that all-important time. Roshan is up. Arbed's still dead for 40 seconds.
Dude, Bobica, again, such a beast. Like, he catches the Dark Willow. He's playing on this high ground behind them, so there's no retreat. He kills the Dark Willow. He helps them kill the Juggernaut. And he almost gets the mag kill on top of everything else. If he hadn't Fade Bolted the Jug to make sure he died and focused all his efforts on the mag, he would have killed him and wouldn't even had to chase him.
And look at this now, the gold, the Invoker is actually getting very close to catching up with this Juggernaut now after that buyback. And you see, if he doesn't have spin or a BKB on this Juggernaut, Ice Wall actually just, you lose. You straight up just lose if you're stuck in an Ice Wall as a Juggernaut.
Well, that's just almost every melee hero.
Yeah,
Ice
true.
Wall is such an insane ability.
Late game, right?
Oh,
Versus, it's
God.
like the best ability versus 5-second BKBs. It really is insane. Late game, middle. Sunstrike into an easy dunk. They get the kill on SCC top, though. He was kind of just trying to split.
He's been done a lot, SCC. He's got to be a little careful.
He does.
He needs Orca to break Lincolns, right? It's for the instant. Oh, he doesn't have Lincolns on him.
No, he has the Yules, yeah.
Well, he could break it on the Invoker. He needs it active, right?
He does. Ooh, steals the healing ward on this Rubik. We saw it a couple of other fights. Has been pretty helpful, but Roche, the buyback.
Got
The
Ramses.
dragon form, it's wearing off.
It's going to scare them off. EG, they're backing out of the pit whilst Roche is pretty low.
This buyback is only worth it if they can actually get Roche on themselves and get an Aegis on Ember Spirit.
It's going to be tough. I don't think either team wants to walk into the pit now with everyone alive on both sides.
Yeah, it's so scary for the pressure's more on Aster to take it because they know Dragon Form's down. They blew a buyback for this. They need that Aegis, but you're walking into an RP.
You gotta be careful. You know you don't know he doesn't have Blink because he actually does have it in 5 gold if he wishes to purchase it.
Also, you're garbage at taking Roche.
That, as you type out, oh, and they find RT again. He pulls him out, though. Once more of the Cataclysm.
They do this. BKB in the second call. Extra bit of lockdown. RTC's been glimmered. They're trying to keep him alive. He'll get the
bounce
attack
back.
with the Lotus Sword. They're both jumping around the fight. RTC will be able to retreat up the high ground. SCC he's trying to fight, but he's been abyssal. The back is
SCC,
dead again.
No.
What? This is December. Oh no.
Dude, this Axe is like, he's owning, and then the Ember. I mean, you can't be caught. He's been caught 4 times like that now.
All right, XX says one more time.
Oh, the Yules this time. DK in the air. He has a full Bloodthorn and a BKB on DK now, though.
Get inside the pit. It's so low.
It is.
He got inside the pit. Can he grab it?
Oh, it's to the radio of the kill. Aegis is still
No
on the floor. RTZ will still be able to claim it. XXS dead after his valiant attempt to try and rectify the state of the game that SCCC's sort of been forcing it down into for Aster.
XXS is telling SCC right now,
just
you know,
stop.
you're alive, you
Like-
son of a bitch. You could have actually grabbed the Aegis. I actually stopped them at the perfect time,
Oh,
but
no.
Goodness gracious. All of a sudden, this great Axe play, this great Coddle play together, and all it takes is one death from this Ember, and then the Axe, yeah.
He's diving tier 4s.
Easy there, Angry
Buyback from
Bear.
XXS. Of course, they know that there's no buyback available for
he missed the
for
call.
SCCC. Ramses this time smashes him with the RP, gets the 2 of them, skewers back
it's
XXS.
gonna be
He pops the
buyback.
BKB, he's trying to run. The disarm on all of them will knock them back. As Chuan's holding them as best as he can. Call
DK.
into Cataclysm. Arbet's low with the cheese. Arbet's back up to full. XXS being focused. They're trying to get him out of there. The Tornado used to give him some sort of coverage, but XXS
Oh, no.
surely will die as RTZ finishes him off, turns his attention towards Baboka. They're forced back towards the base. And that
What a game.
3 dead, EG 6k up and in a perfect position to take a lot away from the base of Aster. Look like that they are getting that step closer to closing up a game 3. Chuan will step in, trying to save him. SCCC will be back in 5. The Will-O-Wisp gives some safety for Chuan to get out of there. Now SCCC is back. This time,
Still no Axe,
what
though.
can he do? Oh no,
dear.
not again.
Oh,
well,
he answered your question
I mean-
very quickly.
this is sort of the classic thing, right? You know, someone picks Morph Shaker, thinks they're good, plays another hero. I'm only joking. You know, it's SCCC, he's a legend,
He
but
is having a
the
rough
side
game.
lane Ember did
I
not
mean-
work out this game. He had very little impact. EG, they played it fantastic. It was a
It's
close
over.
game for the most part, but this is over. GG is called, and EG will secure the series 2-1.
I mean, EG secures upper bracket, but this is the least convincing upper bracket secure I've seen, right? Yesterday, they looked real shaky versus Liquid. I don't want to take away from them, but this game was easily losable as well, right? If he somehow does get that blink call, he steals the Roshan kill, gets the Aegis. Even if they lose that fight, it's a whole different game. You can't just push uphill like they do here. And, I mean, SCC, it really, he got caught 4 to 5 times. As an Ember, you're like a Weaver. Your whole tool set is your mobility. And when that gets cut in half, there goes your game, I guess. I don't know.
It was kind of a rough situation because I think he needed Yules against Dark Willow, but like towards the end of the game, you felt like you really needed Lincoln's BKB as your 2 defensive items, not the Yule Scepter, because that Dragon Knight, Abed was so good at being able to target him down. He was very disciplined about that. Especially, I thought the dieback around the Roshan pit, I thought that was the most impressive play from Abed. It just, like, most of the time, when you see that buyback, you have to full-out retreat, but he saw an opportunity, he just went for it, and it worked out really well for them. I kind of look at the opposite way, though.
Okay.
I see this more as like Aster is a good team. They're in the lower bracket, but they are a good team. I think like everything that I saw from them, from the way they structured team fights and stuff, like XXS and Bulbika going off in at least 2 of these games. Bulbika in this last one for sure. XXS has just been a solid almost every single game for them. I think they're drafting, like, they have good ideas. I think the way in, like, Game 2 they drafted into the Mag pick, I think was pretty smart. I think this team is good. I think this group was actually maybe very tough. I think these 3 teams were all pretty good.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. You know, I think Aster can look at that game and, they tried Safe Lane Ember, and there are a lot of pros out there that they'll laugh at the idea of safe lane Ember. It's not a thing. This hero needs the mid lane. It needs that level advantage. If you're playing it in any sort of side lane, you're going to have a tough game. You're behind. You don't have that impact that you need to as the hero. And then come late game, suddenly everyone else is sort of an item ahead. You're playing these fights into a jug that, RTC's got his Abyssal Blade. He's got these items that just put a stop to you. They have so much follow-up, lockdown, and control. It's just game over. So I think, SCCC, sure, he looked a bit all over the place in that match, but I think he was put in a hard place with that hero pick for him.
Now, and EG, they make it to the upper bracket, not as convincing as their fans might have wanted it, and we see the groups right there. And if you don't know, J-Storm versus Beast Coast, game number 3 is going on at Beyond the Summit 2, and J-Storm has a very hefty lead. 3 slots for NA, you sons of bitches. They're all 3 going to the upper bracket.
Whoa.
What?
This is Tinker Beast Coast.
Yeah.
I could see them still bringing this game back.
Versus a Chen with 5 magic resist creeps.
And wasn't that the old sort of American special, the Tinker Kunker?
Yeah. No, I remember.
Yeah?
That was the game you casted with me,
was
right?
It back in the day?
It was the first game before, if you didn't know, it was maybe 2015 at a hub.
I remember you telling me about it.
And it was, we casted the game, and I remember I was like, please, God, it was the Jubei team, I think Pretty Boy Swag at the time. When they drafted Kunkka first pick, I said, Owen, I apologize. This will be the worst game of Dota you watch. They drafted Tinker the next pick, and Jubei was level 7.
Just sat in the fountain.
55 minutes in, and would only X the Tinker, so he was guaranteed to survive.
He would never die.
And they lost that game.
Yeah, how do you lose?
But it was an 80. Well, they lost, and it was an 80-minute loss.
It ruins the story,
and it was the
Grant.
worst game I have ever. I just remember it was the first game he owned. He's like, I'm ready to watch some NA Dota. And right when they saw the Kunkka pick, I was like, I am sorry, this is not true. Well, it really was.
This
true
isn't
NA
representative of our region.
But yeah, so Beyond the Summit 2, obviously, J-Storm versus Beast Coast, last game of the group stage. And you guys did see that, so we know a lot of our matchups. And who are you most impressed with, and who are you the least impressed with now?
I said most impressed with Liquid, has to be. Has to be, compared to what I was expecting from them coming into this.
ESL, as well as Dream League, they didn't look very good, and they showed up and now guaranteed not last place at the major, which already is good since they're in the upper bracket right now. And least impressed, anyone? Maybe Beast Coast. Top 8 TI.
Little rough. I mean, the sickness stuff, and again, it's Whisper. Dude, I've seen Whisper carry so many games on Tinker.
Okay.
This game is not over. I think they could still pull it back.
And look at that score for the memes, Grant.
I am 3-2.
There we go.
Give us 1 sec.
I'm
Cap
trying to
is
pull-
looking up the other the matchups so we can
Trying
get
to
them
pull
to
up
you.
the other groups because
We can get them on the
remember
screen.
who
Let's get the.
else's
Can we get the
groups.
groups up
Oh,
again?
yeah, that's true.
Sorry about that, everyone.
There
you
we
know.
go. Look, there we have it.
Boom, in your face. What are we looking at here,
Um,
Cap? Who are you impressed with?
Oh,
Who are
Gambit.
you not impressed
Gambit
with?
was definitely least impressed with because I expect more out of them. That group may be tough. Just because like I think Beast Coast is a good team still, and I think IG is definitely a good team. So maybe J Storm is better than I would have given him credit for. I think Gambit was like a pretty good contender for second place in that group. But there's no like clear bottom, I guess, of that group. So maybe that's just a rough go around.
And I mean, in general, going off that, I mean, look at CIS right now. I mean, Gambit 0-2, Team Spirit 0-2.
Oh, it's been a rough groups.
And it's weird.
Fnatic. That's maybe another tough one. Again, it's like these GSL groups. You just don't.
You never
like,
know.
You're judging yourself like based off of the strength of 3 other teams. Like Fnatic getting third in their group. That's disappointing. They have the skill to be a top 8 team, a top 3 team in a major. But they're third place in their group. Is Alliance and Vici that good, or is Fnatic just worse than you would expect? I don't know.
Yep. Well, that does mean it brings us to the end of the group stage, the end of today. And well, it was a good one. I mean, we saw EG. They struggled through. They ended up getting it. And they'll meet up with some other people. That means tomorrow. Do we have a schedule for tomorrow?
Where do we? Is there? Oh, we are going to have something to show
one.
you with what you can expect tomorrow very shortly.
So the winner of this J-Storm versus Beast Coast matches into Team Liquid.
Okay, so winnable.
And the loser matches into Team Adroit.
Okay, so
Which-
winnable as well. I
Very
would say,
winnable,
I think
for sure.
for me, I would say the 2 weakest teams here definitely feel like Team Unknown and Team Android right now,
Yep.
which I think most people, even going into the event, might say those are the 2 teams. And they've showed that you got to win a game, obviously, and it's tough. Now you're in BO1, so if you do win a game, it's the best game you can win, obviously, because you move up. A lot of extra money, a lot of more DPC points as well.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, so Fnatic plays eHome, or Fnatic plays Unknown, pardon me, which that's going to be a tough one for the down south.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Unknown. And
What's the matchup you're most hyped for? Obviously, they don't see it, but you can just tell
From the
them
lower
2
bracket
teams,
or from
the whole thing.
I'd say it's got to be EGIG. I'd say. Excited to see what EG's able to bring in the upper against IG. Minor winners cruising through the group stage. I think that'll be another big test for EG. IG is not going to be an easy opponent. I think IG is probably favoured in that matchup, but EG they're certainly showing good stuff, and already from sort of day 1 to day 2, they're already tidying up their act a lot more. EG.
What about that top game? TNC Predator
I mean,
versus
that's going to be
Alliance.
fun. That's just going to be fun.
That feels like it might be the highest skill, maybe possibly that we've seen. Or will TNC just run over them? Because
I think
TNC
TNC is
seems
going to
pretty
run over them.
You
They're
think?
going to
Really?
run over them?
I
mean,
think TNC is just...
Is that good?
they're
think
favoured
TNC
for
is
sure, but
Why?
if Alliance get like
drafted?
a Nico Baby Void, things can happen. There's certain sort of drafts that things could happen. I'm sure TNC is definitely the team that you would pit as being the favourites there, but who knows? Alliance have come up with some real gems of performances in some of the recent tournaments that we've seen them in.
And there
There
it is.
Can we show my screen on at some point? I'm going to show you why I think TNC is going to smash Alliance.
Okay, yeah, you see right there, Purge in the morning.
Purge in the
He's
morning.
going to be opening up the show, and that means there'll be one.
Oh.
There's an upper bracket, round 1,
Yep.
and then look at that, 4 best of ones. We are going to be chopping some
Oh,
teams
yeah.
up.
And we'll be on that one, right? I think-
Hell
oh, no,
yeah,
they're
we're
all
doing the
mixed
4
up,
games?
aren't
Are
we?
we doing the 4?
No, I think it's all mixed up. Like, I think like
because everyone-
EU and Trent are doing some, and
Yeah,
then
sure.
you'll see loads of those are different faces tomorrow. We're
Yeah.
gonna have a lot more people involved in the coverage.
Yeah, all
tomorrow.
the other people that you haven't
Your
seen
Trents,
so far.
your Purges,
your
your
Fogs.
Lyricals,
Yeah.
your Fogs. Everybody's here.
Everybody.
Everybody.
It's like a smash.
And so, Cap, I believe we are going to head over to your screen now. What do you want to show us?
I want to show you why I think TNC is going to... Why this matchup is not even. between TNC and Alliance. And that's the ESL1 Hamburg.
Okay, so we're looking, and what are we
2-0'd
seeing here?
in under an hour.
Okay.
And that I see a void on
You're right. They
Alliance's
did have
side
to,
there,
and they
Owen.
actually lost that game even quicker.
They did. So, you don't think
What do
Alliance...
I know then? We'll see. I mean, TNC they've been pretty much on fire.
Would agree.
sort of.
I think them and Vici were definitely
Yeah.
the favorites coming in. So you just think that this is going to be, it's going to just be a repeat, nothing really learned.
Alliance
maybe?
also lost to Gambit, right? Gambit got bottom of their group.
True.
So
That's
I just think like Alliance, they're a good team, but like just based off of like the early lands and stuff, I think a lot of people put them as like, oh shit, they're a top 3 team in the world. But I think that very quickly got chipped away. That there are some teams that just stand out a lot better. And for my money, TNC is a top 3 team here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think TNC,
think they're a top
again,
2 team,
TNC
yeah.
is like that good
Agreed.
right now. So I don't think there's a whole lot of teams that can stand to them. And I look forward to seeing, like whoever, like if TNC does beat Alliance, then whoever wins and they match up in the semifinals, like I want to see tougher opponents against TNC. I want to see tougher opponents against IG. That's why I also think IG versus EG is like
A hype one.
Yeah, a hype one, because I think that is a real test to see how good IG is.
Okay.
The lower bracket, though, I'm looking forward to Aster, Gambit, the CIS versus China teams. I think those are actually kind of close. eHome versus Spirit and Aster versus Gambit.
Oh, man.
Those are toss-ups.
They are, and they're going to be back-to-back tomorrow as well. But that brings us to the end of the group stage. We are going to be signing off, It's early here, and it's late over in China. So as the group stage ends, we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to tune in early. If you want to see Purge in the morning, stick around. Well, don't stick around right now. Well, I mean, are you sure you don't want to watch the replay? What the hell, Owen?
Stay for 15 hours or something.
Watch all the Dota you can. No, but we will end up seeing you tomorrow. I'm not sure. I think it's earlier. I think it's later. I don't know why the hell I'm still talking. We'll see you tomorrow, my friends.
Purge in the morning.